Hello, I'm Joshua Harris. I'm the Public Information Officer with the City of Morganton, and I'm here today with Daniel Steins, the Morganton Park Superintendent, and Kevin Clark, the Director of Burke Soil and Water Conservation District. And we're at Gene Turner Park, and we're going to be talking about the recently completed rain garden here at the park.
We are in soil and water conservation to protect the waters of the Catawba River and all the waters in Burke County. So we were looking for BMP best management practice to install in the county that maybe some folks may not be aware of, or was not something that was done often here. And we were thinking about a bioretention area, or a rain garden as they're otherwise called, to install in the city of Morganton or somewhere around the area for an educational project.
Okay. Well, what exactly is a rain garden, and what does it do?
A rain garden filters rainwater from impervious areas such as parking lots, roofs of buildings, areas that would have pollution on those areas, like oil, sediment from soil, things of that nature.
Okay. Well, how exactly does it filter? I understand that the water would flow into the rain garden and then kind of pond up. And then what happens from there? Right,
depending on your location, you'd have a parking area. The outlet of the parking area, at most cases, would outlet a stormwater drain, and then the stormwater drain would run into maybe a larger drain and then on into a stream, and none of that would be filtered. Well, in a rain garden, the water would be diverted to that area, and it's a low area that's allowed to pond with water and then slowly percolate into the soil and then outlet as a cleaner filtered water, such as the regular soil would filter water as it goes into the water table.
And so the soil that's in this rain garden and the plants and everything just kind of helps clean the water out. The plants absorb nutrients.
Right. The soil is a special mix. It's prepared especially for this. It's kind of a sandy type mixture, and the water percolates through it rather well. And it's also a depth of about 3 feet. The plants, they uptake nutrients such as nitrogen, phosphorus, and then the soil itself will take out impurities such as oil, antifreeze, anything that may come off of a car that would otherwise go straight to the storm drain.
All right, I'm with Daniel Steins, the Morganton Park Superintendent. Daniel, can you tell me how y'all decided on Gene Turner as the location for the rain garden?
Yeah, Josh, after collaborating with Kevin numerous times, we had several locations picked out that would have been good potential for a rain garden in this such project. One here, obviously. Second, the Catawba Meadows Park, and then up the street just behind the College Street Recreation Center. Well, we decided on this location in particular for two primary reasons. Was the surface area of impervious runoff we have met the requirement for the size rain garden we're going to build, and two, just for the location in general, set a better stage for the educational purposes that we hope to serve out of this rain garden project.
I think there's about an acre of runoff?
That's right.
An acre of impervious surface?
That is correct, yeah, about 1 acre. We got some rooftop, mostly asphalt, which will help out with the cleanup of anything from oils and antifreezes off of automobiles to fertilizers and such stuff that you put out in your grass and everything. We have some grass for our runoff, and it'll be capturing all that.
All right, Daniel, what are we looking at right here, and how does this work?
Well, Joshua, this here is our storm box drain that we've added in for the pond. This is actually where it all starts, is our storm water feeds into this drain here from the parking lot, runs through, and this device here is very simplistic in the way it works. It is just actually, as you can tell, just a piece of sheet metal that it actually works as a weir. And what a weir does is it catches water and sends it to the primary direction that you want to start out, and then it acts as a backup at the same time. Whereas if we ever, say, hurricane force rains or large amounts of stormwater, and we get it full pond on the retention area, that it'll actually back up and then overflow the weir and then hit the 12-inch storm pipe going out to the drain basin out to the street. So
okay. So it directs and then provides overflow.
That's right.
All at the same time.
Yeah. It's just exactly what it does.
And I believe the city city workers built the whole apparatus, right?
Yeah, that is correct, Joshua. We had ordered just a regular storm box, just a square concrete storm box, and then when we received it, we had to form up and build our connector between the two, and then our flow chambers here, and then we installed the piping on each end, and then we installed the weir at the same time, and had a concrete truck come in, and we completed all that on site.
So what percentage of the labor went into just building the box, you think?
A large percentage. It was one of our more difficult feats of the project, for sure. It was, yeah.
Well, I've seen it in action, and it seems to work extremely well.
It does. It's watertight, and it works just exactly the way it was designed to, so that's what makes us happy.
All right. So, Kevin, before we had the catch basin and the rain garden, what happened to all the storm water that fell right here on Gene Turner?
Stormwater came to the original outlet there, the grate, went down, went through a pipe, and that pipe ended down there at the low spot. I came out here several times after a medium-sized storm, and it would be blowing out of the pipe over the side of the bank down into the road, and then across the street there's a small stream, so that water was just basically straight lining it to the stream, carrying sediment, eroding the bank somewhat, and that was one of the reasons why this site was actually not only good for education, but it was actually doing something positive for the environment.
All right, Daniel, once the water goes into the catch basin, what happens then?
Well, Joshua, after it feeds in up there off the parking lot, it comes in and exits right here into the pond. This is where all the water comes through, is through this 6-inch PVC here, and as you can see, there's already debris laying on our riprap catch here, and this is where everything fills in and just fills the whole area up to full pond, which is up to 10 inches deep, which would be a tremendous amount of rain. And we're looking at about 2,000 square feet here, so with 10 inches of rain in it before it would jump into our overflow.
Yeah, and then after 10 inches of rain, what happens?
It will then feed over that storm drain there, and then at that point that's no longer treated water.
It's just overflow.
That's overflow. But everything up to 10 inches in the 2,000 square feet is all treated.